B2B platform. So largely our focus is on, as you said, the best scalability, best throughput, and the least latency. So these are three key parameters when it comes to the order processing. And but when you now say that how do we enable the our partners, our members, so that they can serve the best digital services. So there we have been focusing more on the APIs, front, where standardization of the APIs for any kind of a messaging which they carry out with us, that is number one. Second is standardizing in the message structures. So that is another area we have been working with the regulators, so that as more and more capital market is really more, there are some standards, but still it is not, they are not enforced. Like in the payments, ISO standards are slowly becoming the norm as a standard. Like Swift messaging is also becoming, following the ISO standards and all. Similarly, in the capital market, standardization of the messaging is one of the key for the transformation of the digitization. Although exchanges were digitized always, like since since 1994, we are digital exchange, no floor trading and all, everything is fully electronic. So now in the next miles we have moved on in all these 25 plus years from from the basic level of message structures to the various protocols, as the technology have been graduating into the faster and the lower latency side. So we have been upgrading the our messaging structures and messaging protocols, as well as when it comes to the members, our key stakeholders dealing with us in terms of various their compliance requirements. So that is the front, we are working on making their experience, highly digital. This was one of the ignored area so far, where many of these touch points used to be, paper based, or sometimes as rudimentary as that you take a scan copy, just upload it, and then the back office is processing those PDF files without putting any kind of a sophisticated OCR or AIML or RPA engines. So now what we have done, that the journeys which used to take earlier sometimes say 6 hours to 30 days, we have reduced most of them in less than 2 minutes to maximum 1 hour. But because the 1 hour is more depending on the multiple stakeholders, including the regulator as well, SEBI. So where we are like, say, annual tax returns, which the members have to do with exchanges and all. So that you would have seen, like in our retail tax filing, the experience have been transformed since mid 90s to now, the way it has gone. So same way we have also done a similar fashion, that earlier, say if you would have asked the members in January 2022, the whole experience was very, very manual, uploading some PDF files which they scan, paper copies and all, and various inconsistent information as well coming through. And we went live sometime in March, April time frame, and with the digital completely and the XBRL generation as a automated out of this entire journey, and then uploading that to the final submission of the your tax return. So that has changed remarkably, because we were very amazed that people were filing their returns with the old structures of Calcutta Exchange, Delhi Exchange, or those exchanges were the older. So still they were following the master data of those kind of things, and that this was one of the best time that now all that got first the modernized, as well as the experience have been the then and there. That means earlier a lot of back and forth used to happen between the back office of exchange and the members. So everything was instantly, they are getting the experience, in terms of gratification, like a retail customer, or a corporate internet banking for the large corporates. But while how did we reach there? Actually, this has been a very interesting journey as well. That where we have done the research with members before embarking on this journey. What are their key pain points?
Right.
So we had chosen based on the key pain points. There are around 25 key journeys which are the high volume and they are the biggest pain point. And after selecting those journeys, we have studied the behavior, that which are their key pain points, where what customer or what member is looking from us, what modifications, apart from having our own ideas. First we have sought the feedback and their ideas, how do they want to look at it. And after that, once we got the kind of a screenplay done, and we had a playback session with the customers. And then after that, once we rolled it out, we were ready to roll it out. We had a CUG. Sometimes CUG ran for 3 months, where, because in this, in our kind of a world, members have a very constrained time frame and very busy schedules they have during the working hours and all. But lot of during this time, in last 3 months sometimes, or last 30 days, if the journey has taken for anywhere from say 4 to 12 weeks to deliver, but last 30 days or last 3 months, the entire journey, sometimes used to go to total transformation again.
Okay.
So in spite of we have the feedback from the market, in spite of our own efforts, but last 30 days with the CUG, where when they get to see the final product, they tell you very differential ideas come in their minds and all. So this has been a very, very evolving, so over a period of time we had this first round of say first 5 journeys when we released. So this has been a very evolving experience, and then that really helped us to mature our own direction as well. In spite of having some of the best creative companies, some of the best digital consultants with us, and in-house expertise as well, but put together everything, unless the customer voice and customer opinion is not best taken into account, we find the gaps. And now what we see that after releasing now out of 25, 23 journeys, there have been now the ask is more. That we had chosen overall when we did the study, there were total 100 journeys we found there are the pain point, but 25 are the one which can return 85% of the satisfaction, and remaining will be just 15%, but they also make a difference. So we are going on another 25. And
what are you hearing from the customers about these customer journeys? What is the kind of business impact that you're seeing?
So the impact is like, some of the various regulatory filings they carry out. One is that one of the very impactful journeys, the announcements. For any changes in the corporate which happens, so they have to go and announce on the exchanges portal based on the SEBI requirements. And they had to push those board decisions and board kind of a annual proceedings which happens in the company, financial results, etc. So it was a very complex process earlier, where they have to type the whole information sometimes on the portal, on a static portal kind of a thing. While now whatever from the board papers, board proceedings, whatever the papers are coming out, you can just upload them, and the application scans and gives them whether they want the whole content, whether they want a part of the content. So they can choose very, very fast. And then after that, it is automatically within few seconds, because that is the key for them, that once they, and for exchanges as well, while we are competing with other MIs, that when the corporate uploads, it should go fastest to our portal than the other MI. So that is another challenge which we have to face. So what customers have seen, that the latencies have gone down much, much lower, because again it is a very, very relative way, that's from what point you count the latency, when the customer logs in, or when he presses the submit button for that journey. So that is very important. So what we did, we like if somebody is purposefully going only for filing the annual announcements, then from that point onwards, the dissemination to the portal, how long does it take? So that was our key criteria, to reduce it to less than 1 or 2 minutes, and everything should happen in that. So that has really helped. So we got, the earlier announcements were far lesser, and now we are getting more announcements on our portals. So sometimes maybe people might not have been, getting discouraged, or that this cannot go. Now they are finding the easier way to do it. So the more communication happening, so more compliance to the market regulation. So better regulation to the market compliances and all needs as well.